Hi, I'm Tom Napper. I'm the rigger on board for Brunel, and we'll take you on a quick tour of the boat outside and inside and show you some of the systems. Here it's pretty simple up by the helm control. The helm's got quite enough on their mind with all the steering. Basically it's just the keel. They can control the cant of the keel for tacking and jibing particularly. If we come further back behind you, Elaine, we have all of the ballast system. This is for filling the ballast tanks. We just push that down and a scoop goes into the water and we start filling the tanks with the aid of an electric pump as well to get it all up to the weather side. All of the safety gear, pretty simple, self-explanatory, as you'd have on many boats really. We've not done anything racy about that other than carbon fibre cases and trying to reduce some weight. We have these, the grinding handles here throughout the boat. These can be used to power hydraulics, and you change their function with foot buttons on the floor. They can be used to power hydraulics with this one, or we can even link all three of these together so that 6 people can be used together to hoist any of the sails when we need to. You can also set them up individually so that we can have one trimming the main. You can have one of these could be trimming the jib, and another one could be raising and lowering our dagger boards. Coming further forward, we have the main cockpit winch. This, as you see, can be responsible for a lot of lines here, including the furling lines. We have 4 furling lines in total, 2 for the headsails and 2 for the sails out on the end of the sprit. Let's have a look at the boards next, shall we? Up forward we have, down here, lots of lines, control lines for the jib. This looks messy, they're not set up as they would be for racing, but these are to allow us to adjust the sheeting position of the jib to essentially an infinite amount of places where we want them to be.
Have a look at that.
And then this, you will rarely find on a cruising boat. These are the dagger boards we use to give us a little extra lift when sailing upwind in particular. You raise the windward one and lower the leeward one.
These haven't changed at all since the last race, have they?
No, essentially the boats are the same. This boat is the same boat that went around the world with Baubecken and the rest of his Brunel team at the last around the world. Nothing's changed other than a refit. What else do you want to see on deck?
Anything up forward to look at?
Yeah, let's have a look at the bowsprit. Mind the hole here, walk down the side. These are all of the tack lines for the...
Sorry, say that again?
This is the tack line for the J3. We have separate tack lines for every individual headsail. So the J3, we move further forward.
Oh, hold on.
We have the tack line for the J2. These are controlled hydraulically but through manpower. And then the J1 is a Hank-on sail, the only Hank-on sail we have. Everything else is on furlers. And here we have the 2 sprit tack lines. Again, they're furling sails out there for the Code Zeros, for the A3, etc. More survival suits. Here we have the spare rigging. This will be spare halyards, spare lock strops and spare sheets, along with some lashings and a few essential dog bones for some of the blocks, the deck blocks we have for the Code Zeros and spinnakers. Sail repair bag, nothing too crafty here, just a small bag for essential maintenance and repairs. More rigging gear in here. This is just rope, loops, dog bones, spare winch handles in case they lose them. Grab bag. As with any ocean going vessel really, you've got to have your safety gear, the grab bag, all the things you take if you jump into the life raft. Boat building, again running repairs to the boat, but there's very little in there really that we can deal with, and anything major is done by the boatyard, by Volvo and the team when you get back to the dock. Hydraulic spares, engine spares, so the essentials again can be done if you're having any failures en route, but once again servicing and the bulk of it is done on land with Volvo. And here we go, the OBR as they call him, the onboard reporter, sits here. I'll have a computer set up where my torch is shining now.
That's not a prime position, is it?
It's not comfy, see if you can look at the space that they get. It's,
yeah. So how, I'm trying to work out how high this would, oh not,
yeah,
that's a good demonstration.
I'm not tall. They have a fan to keep them cool, and this machine here, they can choose any of the camera angles from the spreaders to on the bow, on the back of the boat, in the cockpit, and they are allowed to stream and send a certain amount of media from the boat to shore, but they can't receive anything. No inbound communications to the boat at all, to ensure that no one's getting any sneaky information about weather routing.
This is a spectacularly uncomfortable position, I guess, at sea.
It is, and he has to physically tack himself as well, all of his gear from this side to the other side. When the boat tacks, you can see he's got a seat here, and there is a little bit of legroom for him, but yeah, not comfy. And very similar for the navigator. If we go a bit further forward, this next seat forward. So again,
Well, this looks a bit more comfortable.
we'll sit down. A bit bigger, so that you can have two people sat side by side, captain and navigator perhaps, to discuss tactics and where they're going. Not much here to see now, because it's all been taken off, but they have the navigational computers, the wind instruments, and again a fan for the hot climates, and all of their electronics for the navigation gear back here. And again, uncomfy position, but this is where the navigator spends a lot of their time. These bits you can see around us, these are the connectors for all of the grinders we're looking at upstairs. When they connect to one winch or another winch, these are how they're all connected. You can see the gear here, this is the central. And that's really, other than some electronics and some steering gear, that's about it down below. Very simple, very empty, very uncomfy.